Hey everybody, it's Steamboat28 and some iron just finished. That's cool. Um, Between episodes, we have made 2 stacks of glass, made a lot of tiny charcoal, and we made 3 more heat generators. We've gotten quite a bit of material in here. We are going to make a chisel. And we're probably going to tear down this wall. What we're going to do first is chisel this glass. You make a chisel by putting iron and a stick together. Get in your hotbar, right click it, stick your glass up there. I'm going to go for the stone framed glass, I think. I think that's going to look good. We can change this later if we want to. And we're going to put these guys up here, these 4 heat generators. Now the next thing that I want to do is make some kind of container for lava, because we're going to need more than 4 buckets at a time. So let's get some of this. Does this work? No, it does not. But that does. So we'll make 4 bowls. The rest of that back. Put the rest of that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love this diamond furnace. If you do not have a diamond furnace and you want one, you can make one by surrounding a gold furnace with diamonds. You can make a gold furnace by surrounding an iron one with gold, and you can make an iron furnace by surrounding a regular furnace in iron. So that's kind of cool with the more furnaces mod. That's really handy. I like it a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these, turn them into pressure plates. I think this is the recipe. No, I was wrong. I was very wrong. How? Drum. Stone drum. Oh, slabs. Well, I was way off. You know what we don't have yet? Something that we're going to need. Why do I always miss out a corner? 2, 3. Cobblestone at the bottom, 5 cobblestone, 3 stone at the top, and a chest makes an extra utilities trash can, which we're going to put right there. Right click, throw our stone pressure plates in there. Get some slabs, some cobblestone. We're going to make 4 stone drums. The rest of that back in there. So stone drum, we're going to put stone drum, we'll put it right here for now. And we'll put the rest of them in that corner, because we're going to use them later. Got our bucket handy. Alright, and that is going to hold 16 buckets. We've got 4 buckets in there. It'll hold 16 buckets. And now we can put more in there. Alright, so we're stuck with this 20 cobblestone. That's fine. We're just going to throw it away. We'll deal with it later. Deal with it later. What I want to do is set up these heat generators in such a way that we need another all-in-one tool. Why did I throw you away? We'll make more. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. So we're going to do that, that, that. That. And that. If I can ever click it out of the hotbar, or the crafting table. I can't even talk today. I don't know what the deal is. Today has just been, it's been a day. Toss those. Store those. Okay, so. We'll take our all-in-one tool, and you can see that I've... We're going to take our all-in-one tool, and you can see that I've started here, and we're going to dig all of this up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like so. And it's not going to take us long, so I'm not going to fast forward it. You can just sit through a little bit of me digging, because my last episode was very short. Alright, so now what we're going to do is put a block there, 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 and there. Those are going to be the platforms for our heat generators. And we're going to stick the heat generator there, and a heat generator there, and a heat generator there, and a heat generator there. And now we're going to come in and dig these blocks out from under them. Those are just helper blocks. And I like, let's see if we can make some cool cobblestone here, because I want to put a border around. I'll try that and see if we like the look of it. We do not like the look of it. Let's try this one. I kind of do like that though. Alright, so these are our first power generation units and mechanism. We're going to grab our drum and bring it in here with us. Set it right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a bucket of lava everywhere we can. 2, 3, 4. And now our bucket's empty, you can tell because its color has reverted. So, just one source of lava, one side, and you can see we're generating power here. 67, 68. It's going to heat up and it's going to reach a certain temperature. And then it'll stop producing. Once this fills up, it'll stop producing. But we're not doing too bad on joules per tick right now. They're not kilojoules, they're just joules. But that's going to produce us some power. So what we're going to do now is take this glass. Maybe that was a bad idea to do so early. That was a bad idea to do so early because we're going to have to get in here. So I'm wasting glass. Yay, wasting glass. Uh-oh. We froze. Alright, so there we go. I can do that though. There we go. So I'm going to come in with some more lava. And we're going to put them on the sides here of these things so that they flow down the back. And we'll show that one really quickly. Turn that back into regular cobblestone. Put our bucket back here. So I'm going to show you with this one lava bucket, and then we're going to come back and finish this off and close it up. But if we put it on top here, well, let's put one on the side. No, if we put it on the top, one on the bottom and one on the top, close that off, and it's going to cover the entire thing. So that's really good. That's what we're going for. We'll put another one on top of that, another one on top of that, another one on top of that, and then it'll cover all the sides because we've dug out. Can I do this without burning myself? We've dug out the back here by one block so that those torches. So that it would flow down the back as well. And you can see now it's generating power much quicker. Much more power, much quicker. And it's not using any fuel. We're not putting anything in there. Producing 3.56 joules per tick. This one with one block is producing 300 joules per tick. It's the maximum output, I'm sorry. It's producing 161 joules per tick. So we're just going to finish that off and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we've got all 4 of those full. Interesting side note that I forgot to mention earlier, you will want to shift click to place the lava on top of the power generator, because if you do not, you're not going to get anywhere with it. You're just going to open up this window. But you can see they're producing quite a bit. 3.56 joules per tick is not, it's not a lot, but it's not anything to sneeze at. So, and we've left these slots up here because eventually I want to dig that ceiling out all around there and put in a second row up at the top. And we'll do that when the time comes. So we have much too much glass for this. We're going to put the glass back in there. Our drum is empty, so we're going to get more lava to put in it. Alright. So, something in our mob farm. A compressed Enderman. That's cool. Compressed mobs are neat. Compressed mobs are 9 regular mobs. So if we have a compressed Enderman, the chances of us getting a pearl are very high. If we get a pearl, then we've got a lot of good stuff that we can do with extra utilities. Okay, so a compressed Enderman is probably the luckiest that we could possibly have gotten with a mob, a compressed mob in our mob farm, as far as technology goes. Because we got loot bags. We can open the loot bag that's in there. Leather boots. I will wear them. We got a rare loot bag. What is in that? A corrupted chorus fruit. We will keep that. We got a corrupted chorus fruit, an Enderman head, which is very valuable, a dimlet parcel, which is very valuable, but we'll open it later, and an Inferium essence, which is valuable. We also got 5 ender pearls, so we're going to hold on to those too. Let's make some chests for our mob loot. We use logs instead in this mod pack, and we get 4 chests instead of just 1. So that's why we used logs. We're going to come over here, and we're going to dig out 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to put normal loot over there, and modded loot over here. Just because I like to keep track of it that way. But the ender pearls we're keeping with us, the 5 ender pearls we're keeping with us for right now, because those are very valuable in ways that will help us advance our technology. So, the next thing that we want to do is use some of this power that we're producing. And I want to look at the auto hammer. We'll do auto, because there should be an auto hammer in here somewhere. Auto hammer, auto compressed hammer, auto sieve, auto heavy sieve. I want to do the auto sieve. It doesn't do as much as quickly, but it's very handy, and it requires 2 iron ingots, 2 blocks of iron, and 4 glass panes. Now, I didn't want to have to do this, but we might actually have to start tinkers soon, just to double the ore that we've got. But once we get that, it shouldn't be a problem. Now, I saw Iskall use something from industrial foregoing. What was it? It was some kind of stone. Oh, there's a manual. Paper and wood. We can make paper. You know how we can make paper? 6. Alright, so we have our stone hammer. We're going to vein mine this. It's going to give us wood chippings. We'll do 2 more so we can get all the wood chippings we can get. Alright. Wood chippings can be used with a bucket of water to make 4 of them, and a bucket of water can make 2 paper, or 3 of them can make 6 paper. So we're just going to do the cheaty route and make 6 paper. We're going to do that out of almost all of them, actually. We like paper. We want a lot of paper. Alright, so we have a lot of paper. We have 2 wood chippings left. I put them in there, and the wood chippings in here too. So, let's take a piece of paper. Let's get a log. Our farm, our tree farm, is doing incredibly well. Industrial foregoings manual. Getting started. Introduction. Tree fluid extractor, latex processing unit. Introduction. We'll look at this off camera. But what I'm after... Resource production. Material stonework factory. It will generate cobblestone. It can smelt items, 2x2 craft them, grind them, and 3x3 craft them. For example, the first slot. Now this is something that I saw Iskall use in his playthrough on Hermit Cave, and I'm very interested in how that block works. We may only do one of them, because I don't want to copy the things that he's done, but I am interested in that block, because if we can get that, then it will save us from having to use auto hammers. But I do want an auto sieve, so let's get together and make an auto sieve. Now I did sift I sifted 9 stacks. I sifted 9 stacks, and this is what I got from 9 stacks. So that's 1 block, 2 blocks, and then 2 iron ingots. And we have a lot of glass, so we can make glass panes, so that's not a big deal. We don't even have to chisel it back. That's awesome. So, and we need a sieve. So let's make one more sieve because I don't want to abandon this yet. You know what else we need? We're going to need a mesh for it. So let's... that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Alright. Now, normally I would not do this late in a mod pack. But since iron is basically infinite through sifting, I'm not worried about ore doubling yet. Yet, being the operative words. So we're going to make an auto sieve. And we're going to feed it by hand right now. So we need a sieve. Sieve is 1, 2, 3, 4, and that, and that, and 2 sticks. All right. There's our autosieve. We're gonna need some string. There we go. No, we need 5 string. We need 5 string. I'm stupid. I had a lapse of momentary lapse on how much string we needed. There's our iron stiffened mesh. It's the very first one we've gotten, so it should complete a quest. Start a stone block. Flint mesh? Oh, we never got that one. Okay. Iron mesh. Alright, let's open these up and see what we got. Resonant upgrade kits. That is huge. That is huge. And a flask of magma skin. That's 2 flasks of magma skin. Each of them have 6 uses. That's really good. So let's grab our auto sieve. Place it right there. Now it's filling up with power. Because this front is where it outputs. Spectacular 101. Okay, Spectacular 101. We're going to put the mesh in there, the iron mesh, and we're going to try for some redstone. We've got this 58 dust that we haven't done anything with, and I've been saving it for when we get an iron mesh. So we're just going to pop that in there and let that go to town. It's using a lot of power, though. We may want to move this later, because we're only using the power from one of these generators. But once we get redstone, we can make power cables and move it over to this end of the room. Alright, we are out of power already. Let's take that iron stiffened mesh back and do it in here. I thought that would work, but Alright, we'll just do it this way. We'll let that build up some power, because we're just not generating a lot of power right now. And with 4 generators, it won't be bad once we get started, but we'll have to have a battery to put it in so we can store the power, so we're not wasting any of it. And we'll need cables to connect all of them together, and we can't do the cables until we have redstone. So there's a dilemma there. I kind of want to use the mechanism cables too. So that requires another machine called the enrichment chamber, I think. No, not the enrichment chamber. It's the metallurgic infuser. The metallurgic infuser is the machine that we need. We have 1 redstone, so we can save that for cables. Put this in here. We're not getting bad stuff. We're not getting bad stuff at all. It's just not the kind of thing that I thought that we were going to be getting. I thought we would be getting more redstone. There's another mob in our mob farm. I can tell that. The way that I know that there's a mob in a mob farm is the mini-map has a red circle on it. And if we go into our journey map options, we can actually change that to show the mob head. But in my opinion, the mob head on this map does not show up as well as the red dot does. And it lends us some element of surprise as to when we get there and what we're dealing with. So that's why I know that there's something in the mob farm, because of the minimap. What have we got? Any more redstone yet? No more redstone yet. I really need redstone. He says, getting redstone. Alright, we got 2 whole redstone. That's enough for 2 sets of cables, which is the very bare minimum we're going to need for what we're doing. We're going to go ahead and reinstall the iron stiffened mesh once we get back from this mob. Okay. But we got 2 whole redstone and that's all. And that's kind of disappointing. Kind of disappointing. So we're gonna shift right click that up and put our flint stiffened mesh back down. There's only, I think, a 10% chance to get redstone anyhow from the dust with an iron stiffened mesh, so we're gonna have to advance to diamond if we want to really get anywhere. And it's waiting on power again. Man, this is a bad thing to start without having some. Alright, let's get us some cables working. At mechanism. Cable. Basic universal cable is 2 steel ingots and a redstone makes 8. Steel ingot is made... The easiest way to make it is not listed here. Oh, steel blend. Metallurgic infuser is what we need. So let's make a metallurgic infuser. What do we need for a metallurgic infuser? We need exactly 2 redstone. Exactly 2 redstone. Exactly 2 redstone. 4 iron, an osmium ingot, and 2 furnaces. So let's grab our... That's copper. That's not. And osmium. There's our metallurgic infuser. Plop it down on one and it's going to power up. Now we have to put a... The metallurgic infuser infuses something into metal. To make steel, we're going to need to get some carbon. So let's take... I don't know why I do it that way. Let's take a stack of those and get those started. More mobs in the mob farm. I am so easily distracted. Ah, steel sword. We're going to hold on to that. Rotten flesh. Glowstone leggings. Solidified experience. You right click the solidified experience and it puts the experience into your experience bar, which is awesome. Are we done yet? Do we have some carbon? Alright. We have half a stack of carbon here. Carbon can come from charcoal or coal. We'll just slap that into the metallurgic infuser and it's going to fill that completely full with carbon. That was probably a really bad idea, but it's 640 carbon. You get 20 carbon per thing, so that's kind of easy to remember. We're going to go ahead and smelt the rest of our iron ore right now. Because we did 9 stacks of cobblestone to get that much iron. It wasn't that bad. It didn't take that long. So we're just going to do that. Rearrange that because I can't handle things being off-centered and imbalanced. It's gonna drive me nuts. It's just gonna drive me nuts. Put our glass panes in there because we're gonna use them for something else later, I think. Okay, so that's enough for now. Because we only need 4, really. Now we're going to take our iron ingots and put 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. And the carbon is going to be infused. I'm going to go ahead and stick that iron in there. The carbon's going to be infused in the iron and it's going to produce these enriched iron. And once the enriched iron is done, then we're going to put that back into the metallurgic infuser, put more carbon into it. It takes like 10 or 20 carbon per operation, I think. Let's find out. Yeah, 10 carbon per operation. So it takes half a charcoal to make the enriched iron, and then the enriched iron gets put back in and the other half of the charcoal gets put in to make steel blend. And once the steel blend is done, we're going to be set up for... Why am I running in circles? More mobs in the mob farm. So easily distracted. Once the steel blend is done, we're going to put it into more redstone. Yes. Into the furnace to smelt it into steel. And steel is vital for a lot of things in Mechanism, so that's a big jump for us. Steel is good for a lot of things in a lot of mods, and Mechanism, if you have it in your pack, Mechanism is the easiest way to manage steel. There's some basic universal cables. Nope, went too far. So let's pop that out. We get our mesh back. We did not get our mesh back. Pop this out, and it's going to lose all of our stuff, all of our carbon that was in there. 3. We're shift clicking here. We're going to connect these together. We need two more redstone. Of course we need 2 more redstone. And we have none more. We have none more redstone. Alright. Well, you know what that means. Gotta make another mesh. There's our iron mesh. This time we'll remove it from the device before we move the device. Can we shift click it in there? No, we have to actually manually put it in. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more to be able to connect anything up. So we're going to have 2 more redstone. I'm going to get 2 more redstone and we'll be right back. I have an idea. Take our iron mesh out. Pop that up. What if we put this between 2 of them? Maybe not those 2, because those 2 have been using power for a while, but maybe between these 2? Oh, that fills up real quick. I'll put our iron stiffened mesh in there. 63 dust, and maybe we'll get some redstone out of it. Now, it's important to realize that you can only get redstone out of an iron or diamond stiff mesh. You cannot get redstone out of any lower stiffened mesh or regular mesh. So we had to remake an iron one to put in there. We're going to make a diamond one to put in there, but different meshes do different things for different blocks. There's a redstone right there. We have our crafting table here. And we'll go doop be doop be doop be doop be doop. Alright, we'll pull this out, let that finish. Do that. Break this. There we go. Now we'll connect all these together. I'm going to put this other cable right here. And the reason for that is I want to put a battery right there. The easiest battery to make, I think, is going to be a thermal expansion battery, but it may take a while before we can do it. I did that wrong. It's at thermal. And they're called energy cells. Basic energy cell requires an energy cell frame, 2 lead ingots, a block of redstone, and a redstone conductance coil, which requires electrum. That is a lot of stuff that we don't have right now, but we do have these 3 resonant upgrades, and that would set us up for a little while on power storage. So in the meantime, I'm going to set that right there. Let it fill up with the power from all 4 of these. Iron stiffened mesh. Put in the dust. And we'll just let this cable sit here and do nothing for now. Maybe we'll put this up here too. Okay. Power generation. None of these are power generation methods that we have been able to do yet. None of these have are on our list. Survival generator might have been a little easier than these lava generators, but they're passive. They're passive energy. I love passive energy. We can make it active. We can throw stuff in there, but like, why? Exactly. That's why. So we're going to go put this stuff in here. Oh, ooh. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. That got us... Oop, that doesn't go in there. That got us a charged Certus quartz, which we can use for a storage system soon. Alright. So what are we missing in stone block? Cobblestone generator tier 2 would not be bad to have. But it will take up the last of our iron. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. And that's just how you upgrade it. You surround it by the thing. Drop it there. And it's going to make a lot more. So we'll claim that. Open it up and see what we got. Another flask of magma skin. I'm beginning to think that's all that exists anymore. I'm going to drink our pear juice. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is to get into extra utilities, because I want to set up an entire thing here with extra utilities. But I still really want to set up mechanism or processing. I'm torn! What should we do? Tell me in the comments. There's a redstone. Okay, so what we've done today, Captain Googly Eyes, is we have started mechanism with our metallurgic infuser and our 4 power generating heat generators. Next time, we're going to start with extra utilities. We're going to do a little bit more in mechanism. We're going to find a way to get our resources sorted out, sifting, all of that stuff. I'll do stuff in between episodes to let you know how that goes. And I just can't stop playing with the googly eyes. And we'll see you next time. Bye!